Hey everyone, this is a new episode of Rambling Teatime, once again with Chris and Kim.
Hello,
Kimberly, my good sister, how are you today?
I'm fine
You're
again.
looking really good with that nice haircut.
Okay, why do you
Yeah.
have to tell everyone?
You look nice, I'm
I
just
know I
saying.
look nice. I know I look nice. I'm not going to compliment you on your hair because I don't
I
care.
wasn't fishing for compliments or
Is that
anything.
so?
It
Is
was
that
just being
so?
nice.
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. A little hot and have a little throat thing, but pretty good, pretty good. What tea are you drinking, Kimberly? I can smell it from over here. What is that?
I am drinking Tazo Passion. It's a
It smells like,
blend of
oh,
hibiscus, orange peel, and rose hips. Yeah.
yeah, it's really
Um,
strong. It smells like fruity.
I absolutely love it.
Oh,
Now,
it's
this is
very, it smells sweet.
no, it doesn't smell sweet. I don't know what you're saying. It smells citrusy.
Yes.
I love that. I love the aroma. As soon as the aroma hit me, I was like, I hope this tastes like how it smells. And then when I tasted it, I was like, this is uh, like exquisite, incredible.
It seems you
You
like
know,
this.
we've tried those fruity teas and we talked about how they were, but this is the best I've ever had
Okay.
of any like fruity, flowery kind of teas.
Mm,
Usually they're all just sweet,
yes.
but this, I don't know how to explain. There's even after, like, I don't know if it's an after aroma or the end of the aroma. It smells woody, actually. There's cinnamon in there as well, but at the end, I get like a little bit of wood, and I don't know how to say,
Describe.
right, I don't know anything to say about that because that's just what it smells. But the taste is the smell.
Hmm. Taste is the smell. That's
Yeah.
good.
I like it. It's definitely the best kind of those kinds I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll be adding it to my favorites.
Ah, wow.
It's the first one that's ever made it in
A
there.
fruity tea?
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, what are you
I'm
drinking?
still drinking Red Rose after having not had
Um,
it for a while. I'm still enjoying it.
um,
This one has some cream in it. And I definitely remember this is how we used to take it when I was younger. A lot of cream. It's very good.
I don't know why you like it so much.
I love
Although
it.
I had some as well. I tried it again for the first time as well, and Red Rose has that I don't know, it's a taste throughout,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's really nice as
Yes.
well. It's like this. I don't know, I'm doing my finger like a W, but it's whatever that note is like weaved in there, and it's not bitter.
It's not too bitter,
It's
yeah.
not a bitter black tea. It's a light black tea,
But it's still
and it's
flavorful.
so like nice
It's
on
a
the
unique,
tongue, you
yes.
know?
That's, you see? I told you. Like, that's why I like Red Rose.
It's so funny.
It's so good. Like, this is why I like Red Rose because it just tastes so damn good,
Yeah,
you know?
I
So,
really
yeah.
got, I don't think I really got hit by the nostalgia of
I
it,
did.
but I did remember the taste and it was nice.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Anyhow, today we are going to be doing something that we did before. It is reviewing the movies this time that I have recommended to you. There are
Yes.
three that we watched. I had watched them and you had not previously watched them.
Yes.
They are not exactly, actually, they're not at all cult classics or whatever.
That's
They're
fine. They're
recent
recent.
movies that
Yeah.
came out. Two came out in 2019, one last year. And yeah, I think they're pretty good films.
Yes, I like
Um,
them.
okay, so the first one that we watched is called The Hunt. It came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
A little rundown about it is that, let's see, these, I want to call them extreme liberals, because they were, right?
Uh,
Extreme liberals were having, they're like colleagues, and they had a group text, and in the text they talked about killing people basically at their manor, okay? And that got leaked to the public, and it was not true that they
uh-huh.
were doing that. They weren't actually killing people, they were just joking
Mm-hmm.
about it, but they decided to make it true. And so, for the people who like spoke about that, how I say that news or whatever, they started to call it Manorgate because it blew up in the news, right?
Everything's
But
gay.
mostly it was it was spread around, and I want to call them extreme conservatives. Okay. All right. So it was
Uh-huh.
spread mostly around them. And they were, well, mostly white. Actually, they were
Mm-hmm.
all white, weren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Everybody's white.
And they started to call it Manorgate. And of the people, these liberals, extreme liberals, got together and they decided that they'll select some people and they'll make it true. They'll actually like massacre people.
Yeah, because they
So,
said bad things about them
right,
on the
because they've
internet.
said bad things on the internet. It's so dumb. So it's 11 people that were gathered, 11
Yes.
extreme conservatives, and they're the ones who got hunted.
Yes, yes,
Now,
yes.
our main character is one of the hunted.
Yes, yes. One of the hunted.
She's called
Snowball
Snowball
for
by
some
the
reason.
extreme liberals. And in any case, what ends up happening is that Snowball hunts the hunters.
Yeah, she goes, well, after they kind of attack a bunch of kill off some people in some
All of the
comedic
people end
ways.
up getting killed.
Yeah.
Um, so the hunters hunt the hunted, and they die like that, but also the hunters get killed themselves as time goes along, and then it finally comes down
You've gotten to the
to,
end of the movie very fast.
because I'm doing the whole rundown thing, and you
Okay.
talk later
Okay.
about whatever. I mean, not later. Let's just hear your opinion now. Did you like the
I
movie?
liked the movie.
What do you like?
At first, I wasn't sure if this was going to be entertaining or not
Mm-hmm.
because I've seen a ton of these type of movies before and varying levels of entertainment. It'll be fun to see the type of kills that happen, and it was entertaining. It was very
Yeah,
funny at the
for me, when
beginning.
I first saw it, it's it's a comedy for me.
It's a dark comedy, pretty much.
However, it was not received so well.
Really?
Okay. So it came out last year, which
Um,
was
and a lot of
2020.
people aren't wasn't
And
going to movies either, so
right, but that's not why.
yeah.
The reason wasn't because of COVID, it was actually because of the whole political nature
Oh,
of
okay.
it. Trump apparently even had something to say about it,
Uh,
even though it wasn't, he was like, I guess, trying to be cryptic talking about it, but he was talking
I didn't
about
even
this
know about
movie.
any of this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
Anyway, so
I
that's why it it did not,
I guess it didn't
yeah.
resonate well with people because it
Well,
essentially mocked
exactly. They're
everyone.
mocked, like I said, the, let's just call them straight up liberals and the conservatives.
I love my favorite scene. Well, not my favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes is the old people. Well, some of the hunted get away,
Hmm.
and
At the gas
and the gas
station.
station, and they kill the people in there with like gas or whatever, and they
Hmm.
get them. They get the three that got in there, and the conversation they're having about race and stuff, and be like, you can't say that, honey. That's
Right. The
racist.
guy said
And they talk
something
about
about those people, meaning black people. He said that the husband says that you can, I can, something about how these the rednecks or whatever had been oppressing black people for 100 and blah blah
Yeah, yeah,
years.
yeah.
And then he was
And then
saying
the wife was like,
something.
"Honey."
No, no. Then he said something. I feel for those people are
Oh,
something
right, right,
something.
right,
Those
right.
people. He was calling black people those
Those
people, and
people,
then his wife says, "You can't say that."
African Americans.
Exactly, exactly. African Americans, even among African Americans, there is they either want to be called African American or they just want to be called black or they feel offended being called either of those things. It's like, okay. There's nothing anyone can say,
I
but
just
okay.
I just love that the movie's entire central point is that no matter where you fall on like the political spectrum, people can be bastards.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you line up politically. Everybody can and will be a bastard.
And that's why I liked it. I really thought it was
I
hilarious.
like a lot of the kills. I like the one of the first kills. That lady who she's running away and she falls into a spike cat, spike trap in the ground,
Uh-huh.
and
And
then
she
she
gets out. The
the
guy
guy
pulls
pulls
her
her out,
out. What's
but
his name?
I
The
can't
one who
remember.
was he was in This Is Us, but he was also Green Lantern or Arrow in Smallville.
I don't remember, but he pulls
Neither
her
do
out,
I. Anyhow.
and he pulls her out, and she already has like a spike through her chest, and she's walking. I'm like, really? She
In
survived
any case, then a thing blows up, a
a
grenade or whatever, and
grenade,
her body gets blown back in there.
and she's
Yeah.
still alive. And
Yeah.
another guy is
She
like,
tells the guy, just kill
just
me.
kill
And then
me.
she takes the gun and just shoots
And
herself.
she's like, pussy or snowflake or something stupid like
Something.
that.
Yeah.
That is so fucking hilarious. The kills for the first couple of kills were kind of just bam, 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 and
Hmm.
pretty funny and whatnot. The one where they threw a grenade at the guy at the fence and it wouldn't go off, and then they threw another
Yeah. Then they
one,
threw another one.
even after already shooting him with like arrows and like gun and everything. It's like
Yeah.
he's dead. He's not getting out.
I liked when Snowball
Snowball, yes.
when she what is it? She makes her way to the base camp of the hunters, right?
Oh, this
She
is way
invades
down the
there,
movie.
she attacks them and all of that, and then last that's left is like I think her name was Liberty,
Oh,
right? That lady. She
Liberty.
asked the lady,
Gary was with her, one of the
right, the
survivors.
guy, and he's like, you can't
You
kill
can't
her
kill
because
her.
she's a
She's a
woman or
woman.
something like that.
And
It's
then
like
she lost out.
then she looks at the lady and says, do you think that you should be given for like whatever treatment because you're a lady? And then she's like, no, and she's like, boom.
Bam.
And I was like, yeah, yeah, she's a good liberal, you know?
The movie is silly, and the thing I don't know how people can get mad at it because the movie is
Because everyone
silly,
was so politically
and
strong
the
these
movie
days.
knows it's silly. People watching it should know the movie knows it's being silly. I mean, come on, it's like
Listen,
have a
the
laugh.
first time I saw it, it was great. The second time I saw it with you recently again, it was
I enjoyed
great.
it. It was funny.
I think it's amazing funny.
I
It's
want to
just
say I wish some
up
more of
my
the kills
alley.
were more creative. I like Snowball
Yeah.
as a character. She's pretty smart
Oh,
overall.
and then let's
Then
talk
where are we?
about the end about Snowball. It turns out that the lady that her actual name is something May Creary. What is her first name? Crystal.
The
Crystal
actual
May.
actress?
No, 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 no,
Right,
no,
right.
no, no,
Oh, you
no.
mean Snowball's character's name,
Right,
right?
right. Her actual name is that, and there were actually two
Crystal May
Crystal
Creases.
May Creasy or Creary or whatever that lived in the same town, in
And the
the
one
same
who made the
state,
comments was that one.
was the other one apparently, not her. So they got the wrong Crystal.
Who apparently did time and she was a soldier.
Right. She fought in
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. And that is how she was able to
Take
beat all
and
of
kill
those people who were like,
everybody.
what? Training for like 7 months or some nonsense like that. It's
It
like, you
was
have
8 months.
nothing on this lady. What are you talking about? Anyhow,
Oh
I like
God.
how she just at the end walks out. She goes and get herself changed inside
Before
the lady
that, I and
dress. I'm just like,
I liked the fight scene. I liked the fight scene before the ending. It was good. It
what
was.
fight scene? Oh, you
You
mean
mean
with
with
the
Athena was her
right.
name and Snowball? They fought. They had a whole extended fight scene inside of the manor or whatever
I like
place.
when
I like
they're
when they
fighting and they break through the glass
they
the
break
first
through
time.
one glass.
And
Yeah,
then she grabs her and they're about to break through the other
the
side
glass
door glass
door.
and she's like, wait, she's like, stop,
No more
no more glass,
glass,
and
and
they've
then just
opened the door.
open the door.
I love that part.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny parts in that fight scene too. When they're on the ground and they just like both give
A
each other a
breather. Yeah,
breather
yeah, yeah,
on a
yeah.
moment. And her whole speech before they fight too, when she's making her sandwich and all.
The part
That's
where she talks about having a bread knife to cut tomatoes is really true though. Um,
that
I
was
don't know why they don't
like
just, you know,
I don't
tell
know where
everyone
that
that
came from.
properly.
That was
It's
just
important.
very odd.
It's very important because when I cut with the knife that we have, um, it smushes the tomatoes
You just don't know how to
sometimes.
cut tomatoes.
Please don't talk about my tomato
Your
cutting
tomato cutting
skills.
experience is probably poor.
Please don't insult me. Okay. Anyhow, moving on.
I like the movie.
Is that so?
It
I
was
liked it too.
silly, it was stupid, it was fun,
Yeah,
and I enjoyed the time watching it.
that's great.
It was a good.
I'm not gonna ask you to score it, but if you had to
Oh,
score it, how much would you give it?
I don't know, like 7 out of 10.
Okay, okay, that's good. I
Simple popcorn movie to just sit back and turn your brain off and just have fun
yes,
with it.
I also read a comment about it saying that, it's not like the greatest or anything, but it has the
No,
potential to become a cult classic.
because
And I agree.
it's simple fun.
Yeah.
Simple fun. Simple plot. Here's why. Here's the thing. Here's some guns and kills and explosions and some weird comedy. Go nuts. It's good.
Right then. Moving on to
Mm-hmm.
the second movie that we watched. The second
Yes.
one was Knives Out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Knives Out came out in 2019. And let me tell you what it's about. So, there is this wealthy, rich, famous author,
Wealthy
novelist,
mystery novelist guy.
right? And he is approaching not approaching, it is his 85th birthday,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he has his family invited over and they have a party and all this great good stuff. In any case, the guy ends up dying. Okay?
Yes.
And it looks like a suicide,
Mm-hmm.
but
Is it?
exactly. So a famous private detective is actually hired by someone to find out about it, and
Mm-hmm.
his name is what? Blanc?
Yes.
Benoit Blanc.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what it is. Yeah.
So Benoit Blanc is played by Daniel Craig, and let's just talk about his accent just a minute. His accent, I think, was good. He's supposed to be from Kentucky. Okay.
Okay.
I think it was good.
It
At
was
times,
okay.
I most for the most of the time, I think he stayed in that consistent
Yes, it was
place.
very consistent.
But there were times where it sounded like American English, but it wasn't accepting like from down there,
Okay, yeah.
you know?
It wasn't accented enough.
Yeah. Only at times, I
But
guess.
it was good enough.
Yeah, it was good enough. I
Good
know.
enough. Passable.
So, yeah. So Benoit Blanc comes to investigate about the murder, or well, the
Or
death. Let's just say
to the
death.
death,
The death
yes.
of
And
the
why
guy.
somebody hired him in the first place.
Right. He doesn't even know who hired him in the
Exactly.
beginning.
So somebody suspects foul play and he's there to figure out.
Right. He received a wad of cash and a newspaper clipping about the guy's suicide. And
Mm-hmm.
he comes there, and the family is re-interviewed by the police while
Alongside
he's
LeBlanc.
there. And then what?
Well, he essentially figures out from the. Apparently, he knew from the very beginning that
Well,
something
he
was up
knew
with our
that,
main character,
right. So he knew that she had something to do with it
but she didn't know.
because of the blood stain, the
Mm-hmm.
one
Mm-hmm.
blood splatter drop on her shoe.
At the and yeah.
It was very small, and that's
How do
all
we
we have to
explain the
say.
plot for this one?
Well,
Do we
it's
just
a
start backwards?
murder mystery, isn't it?
Yes.
Um,
Do we spoil the mystery or do we just talk about the things we liked about the movie?
um, why don't we spoil the mystery?
Okay. At the end, ladies and gentlemen.
Christopher's like just like at the end
Yes.
instead of giving a little
Okay.
a little
So Marta, our
main
main
character.
character, is Harlan's nurse, the
Right,
guy who kills himself. And while everything was going on after the party, she normally stays with him, gives him medication, and make sure that he's okay, and he goes off and then she leaves.
right.
So she and Harlan are just talking and messing around, playing Go, and
She gets ready to give him his medicine and
mm-hmm.
leave, and she does so.
But she realizes she gives him the wrong medications in the wrong order.
Right.
So she thinks she
That
gives him more morphine
than he
than
should
he
have,
should have.
100 milligrams
Exactly.
instead of
That is
3.
deadly. So there's a kit. The kit comes with a medication just in case if you mess up.
Right, nuts or something.
And that medication was missing.
Right.
And she was supposed to inject that in him if anything goes wrong. So
Thinking that he would
he's
die,
about to die in 10 minutes.
He told her everything that she should do to not seem like the prime suspect.
Yes.
And then he slit his throat. We're not really going to talk about what she did.
But essentially, they did enough to make it seem that she isn't the one who had anything to do with
and
his
again,
death.
he is also a mystery novelist. So he kind of knows what to tell her to do since he's written about this.
So now you have the answer. She thinks she committed the murder and she's trying to get away with it.
Right.
No.
In the entire process, I'm like cutting Christopher off.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry. What are you going to say?
There's other things going on with the family. That night, the party, apparently there was a lot of fighting between different family members. The younger son was arguing with him about
the publishing and doing movies or whatever.
That his grandson found out about being apparently cut out of the will.
Right.
And he also found out that Harlan was planning to give everything to Marta.
Right.
Because he realizes that his daughter-in-law was taking too much money and taking his granddaughter's money. That his daughter is doing fine. But he realizes that the daughter's husband is cheating on her. So he kind of set up everything so that he can tell each person these things. And the grandson is the only one who knew about the will. And that everybody was going to lose everything. And everything is going to go to Marta, the carekeeper.
Right. So let's focus on him from now on, not everyone else's stories. It wasn't anyone else in the first place. The grandson, Ranson,
originally swapped the medications, what was inside the medications.
Right.
Yes, not the labels, but what was inside of them. So when Marta thought that she gave him the wrong medication with the mix-up, she actually didn't. She actually gave them the right amounts because
and the reason
of the mix-up.
is because she had been looking at them for such a long time and everything like that.
The viscosity and how how the liquids feel inside the container varies, and that was what he was talking about. That from the moment she pulls them out and she knows just by feeling it, that's why, even though she made a mistake of the bottles, she knew
so
which one was the right one.
She had given him actually the right thing.
Yes.
But she thought she had given him the wrong thing.
And if they had just called the ambulance, Harlan would still be alive.
Correct.
So it's technically a suicide. But this is where everything gets tricky. the nephew, what was his name? Not nephew, the grandson. What was his name?
Ranson.
Ransom. So terrible name. Right. His name was Hugh Ransom Harlan, right? That's his name. No, Thornberry, that's the last name.
It's not Thornberry, it's Thromby.
Tromby.
Thromby.
Thornby. Right. So he was seen by.
Also, is that even his last name? I'm sorry to cut you
It
off,
is
but
Thornbury.
is it?
Yes, because he is the last son's son. So it's his
But
last
his
name.
mother, did the father give him the name?
His name is Hugh Ransom Thornberry, Kimberly.
Stop saying Thornberry.
I'm not saying Thornberry. Anyways, who cares? Ransom was seen by Fran, who is also a maid at the house.
It's Drisdale.
Why is his last name Drisdale?
Because it's his father's name. What is wrong with you?
Whose son is it?
Look. Linda is the daughter of Harlan, okay? She married Richard and took his name. She didn't keep her name.
Right, she's there. Right. Okay. Oh, got it. I had it wrong then. So he is seen by Fran, and Fran tries to make him pay because she has a friend at the hospital. Not hospital, the toxicologist cousin or friend, something like that. And she gets the information and she tries to blackmail Ransom to give her some money.
Right.
Same.
She knew that he did something, but she
The
didn't know what
medication.
exactly.
Yeah, she saw.
But she suspects that it was him.
Who did it?
In any case, he finds out
And
and
tries
kills
to kill
her.
Fran.
That's right.
And tries to kill Fran. So Fran gets discovered, and then he tries to use that information to blackmail Marta because
Right.
Marta. This is after everybody finds out that Marta is
Right,
being
and
left
Marta had
everything.
confided in him.
That there was an accident.
Right.
So he tried to then trick Martha into messing up and committing a crime. And Martha found out where Fran would be.
She didn't find out. She was directed that way because he had sent her an anonymous email with an address. She went there. She found Fran. She didn't leave her to die. She called for an ambulance.
Even if it would have made...
save Fran.
Exactly.
However, at the end, what they did when they found out, well, when Benoit Blanc found out that it was Ranson, what he did was he didn't exactly say that she was dead because they didn't know. But at that time, Marta got a phone call and she lied. And we all know, well, we didn't say this earlier, but when Marta lies, she...
she vomits.
She pukes, right?
She can't lie.
Exactly. So she really tried hard after the hospital had called her and told her that Fran was dead, and she really held it in. She really held it in well.
Because then they were grilling Ransom.
Right,
and,
he basically incriminated himself. When they got hard on him, he was just like, yeah, I killed her, so what? And that was all they needed because the other two officers were there and he basically confessed in their sight.
Yes,
you know?
And it was recorded. So
exactly.
It's flat evidence, hard evidence.
And then he tries to kill Marta with one of the fake knives.
And he didn't know it was fake.
Exactly. Dumb boy.
Overall, I liked this movie a lot. It was fun.
This movie did exceptionally well.
It was good.
I think it has like 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. I really liked it too. I like how the story was told
from the beginning.
Yeah. You know the way how it really pulled you into that whole mystery going on, and even though we found out like before halfway that it might have been Martha, there was still more to go. So we were like, what is there more? And are we just waiting for Benoit Blanc to find out that it's Martha?
Get the twist.
Exactly. Then you get the twist coming on and you realize, oh my gosh, it was Ranson?
And it was actually a mistake.
And actually, she didn't inject him with the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's really great. It's told really great.
And I was saying to you after I watched it that I missed stuff like this type of mystery type
Yeah, yeah.
things. That's great.
I
I
have some
liked
good
it.
news.
What?
There's going to be a sequel.
Oh,
It's like the Benoit Blanc mysteries really at
that's
this point.
fine. That's fine.
So it's going to be with him again. Daniel
Different
Craig is going to
mystery.
come back on as Benoit Blanc, but
Uh-huh.
there's going to be some different mystery.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I read I did read on the Wikipedia. I can't remember who the other actors are, but I saw that Dave Bautista is going to be in it.
Oh, okay. When is it
Um,
supposed to come out?
I don't know, but there
Oh, that's...
will be one.
I look forward to that
Me
then.
too.
Because I
I
like
hope
that.
it's,
I like this.
I really hope that the storytelling is still
The same
there,
way, you know?
that whole
Mysteries need
storytelling.
good,
Yeah,
yeah,
the structure needs to be there because you can't okay, you see in Knives Out, it seems like it was all
clear cut.
laid out flat and that it was like I just said, Martha.
And then you got the twist. But
Yeah,
everything has a twist. You always have to expect the twist.
it was
I was
good
waiting to
though.
see what the twist was though.
It was good though. I like how they did the flashbacks of the night as
Mm-hmm.
well, and different people were lying about what happened, and
They
it
kept
was
getting
great.
wherever she's from wrong.
That's right. People were like Ecuador and
Paraguay, Uruguay. They
Paraguay
know
and
she's from somewhere in South
Uruguay.
America, but they don't know where. I liked the movie. It was fun.
Great.
On to the next one.
The next and last one was The Gentleman, which also came out in 2019. What to say about The Gentleman?
I liked The Gentleman.
Okay, okay.
But I mean, it has Matthew McConaughey in it. I mostly
All
like
of
stuff with
these
him in it.
actually kind of had star-studded casts,
I
all of the
like.
movies, by the way. The Gentleman is about a marijuana kingpin, an American one, who is, or has been rather, in England for a very long time, growing his business, and he is now trying to get out of the business, basically. So he's trying to sell it, but they got some, you know, unsavory. They got some unsavory people
I mean,
who
he's a
would,
drug lord. He's
yes,
unsavory people.
who are trying to mess him up, basically.
Uh huh.
Um, the main character, is it the main character? Is he? I
Well, you should
mean,
probably tell the story from Fletcher, the guy who introduces us to all this stuff.
you
Point of view.
let me tell you something. Let's not talk about the plot, right? We can talk about anything, but do you know there's only one part of the movie that shows us real, actual events that we can believe. Everything else is told from Fletcher's point of view.
Uh huh. He plays it through such a fantastical lens and whatnot.
Anyhow, of course, there were times when they like said, okay, no, that didn't happen. And then Ray was all like, this is what actually happened, or,
Yes.
he didn't really tell him what actually
Most
happened.
of it is true. We have to believe that most of it is true.
Right. However, really?
Well, yeah.
Anyway, um, I really love the same thing in this again is the storytelling. The
Mm.
way how we get it from Fletcher's point of view is like
Because
we are watching a movie,
and he
but he
literally is
is
trying to
also
sell it as a movie.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Even like I have a script here and you could buy it. You know, the story of how Michael and his stuff is going on, whatnot.
It's
You
really
know,
great.
it's hilarious. It's okay. A little meta, but it's okay.
I like it. I like it. Um, do you have any favorite parts?
Of this movie.
Yes. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on a
Hmm.
minute. Did you even like
I
this
like this
movie?
movie. Yeah, I did. I liked it. It was pretty entertaining. Fun little plot.
Hmm.
Matthew McConaughey is going to do Matthew McConaughey, and it was okay. This whole movie, well, all the events only happen because that one guy got pissed at Michael.
Which guy?
The Big Dave dude, the paper tabloid dude.
Well, not
That
actually.
yes, it did because he hired Fletcher because Michael wouldn't shake his hand at some event or some shit like that. So he hired Fletcher, and Fletcher falls around Michael. Fletcher doesn't know that he's being followed around as well. The idiot. And like
He had his whole entanglement with the Russians as well. So there was that.
yeah, that was probably mostly Raymond's fault. Mostly that kid's fault himself. He tried to tangle with a bigger man than himself, and he fell
Why
from
did
a
you do
big
that,
building.
Aslan? Why did you do that?
Like for real though. But the movie is like Big Dave hates Michael because he snubbed him and all that nonsense, and he hires Fletcher. Fletcher's like, I'm going to go and and then Fletcher's like, you know what? I am going to try to make money from
I
this.
hear you, but it isn't only from the point of the whole movie being
Yes, yes,
made.
yes, yes, yes.
There's still
Moving parts.
Matthew, who is the one that Mikey is trying to sell his business to, who turns out to be actually trying to get it at a lower
Yes.
price.
By hiring
Dry eye.
Dry. Okay, I do like the scene, the fake scene Fletcher gives us with how Dry Eye gets
Comes into
shot
the
at
cafe
the
and gets shot
cafe.
in his balls. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
Michael's like, not very dry eyes no more.
Yeah. That was a hilarious scene.
It was like, but Rain was like, no,
That
no,
didn't
that didn't
happen.
happen.
Yeah.
He isn't like that anymore. And honestly, Dry Eye kind of fucks up, in my opinion. He like, I can understand killing the head boss to get ahead, which she did. Killing the head Asian boss, or what was it? Lord George.
Yes.
I understand all of that. He want to be the head boss. He want to do other things, and he want to
Be in
be in
charge.
charge, right? But why attempt to commit
Exactly. Why try to rape
exactly
the
the
lady? That was
hostage? Like I was like, okay, criminals are going to be criminals, right? And okay, kidnap the lady. You should already kill your two thugs. All right, grab the lady, go. Hold her as leverage against Michael to make him give you your business. It's whatever. But no, you can try to spend time to rape the woman right there. And Michael walks in and puts two caps in his head. Dry Eye is a dumbass of a
yeah.
criminal. Wannabe upstart mess. Michael always talking about how he's a lion or something like that. No, he's the king. And if you wanted to be a king, you better act. It's not better to what was the correct quote? Shit. Because
You
it
can't even
mentioned at the
remember it.
beginning and the end of the movie.
Something about chaos. Don't
Chaos is a
worry, we'll
ladder.
throw it up. Throwing it up now.
But anyways, the movie was okay. It wasn't my favorite of these three, but I like this one. I like this one. It was good. It's hilarious. I liked at the end, especially when Michael is talking to Matthew, the guy
Me
who
too.
essentially
That's my favorite part.
screwed him, and
He
they're like,
says, "My wife."
he's like,
He's like, it doesn't matter
about the
about the
money.
money.
It doesn't matter that you try to fuck up my farms. It
Exactly.
doesn't matter that you
None
try
of
to.
that matters. But
A
a
man
man
put his
put his
hands
hands
on
on
my
my
wife.
wife. Listen, it over.
It
You know
over.
it over for everybody.
Now put up the knife is like, I want a pound of flesh.
That's right. That's right.
It's like you're gonna go inside that fridge. It's 25 degrees. You're gonna give me $270 million since you
That's
tried to
right.
rob me.
That's
I'm
right.
keeping my fucking business, and I want a pound of your flesh. I do not
Yeah.
care where it's
Where it come
coming
from.
from. I want it. I loved it.
So did I.
Overall, the movie isn't the most amazing thing, but it's entertaining as fuck.
It is entertaining.
And
Yeah.
it's very quick. I like that it was very, very quick
Yes,
though.
yes. And now I also have some news.
Wow, is there going to be a sequel?
There is going to be a TV series spin-off.
What?
Um,
I don't
yeah.
know. Well,
And that's all the news there is about it.
who's where and
Who's
who's it
where?
going to star
Who's
in?
where?
Who and where is it
Who
going
is
to
the
be?
who? What is the who
Okay,
question?
who is it? Is it going to be with Michael or a different drug lord or
Didn't you
what?
just hear me? That's all the information there is about it. That
There's
there's
just going to
going to
be a
be a
sequel.
TV series spin.
Did I ever tell you where it's going to be like place?
I I know that I just said this, but there is no more information.
It's fine, I guess, and it could work. There have been shows like this type done over like a season two, but I don't know.
I
I'll
wonder what it
probably
is,
watch
the
it.
story that they're trying to tell though in this
Uh,
spin-off.
but overall, I liked it. Out of the three movies
I
that,
already know which one was your favorite, if you're
which is
trying to
it?
say. Knives Out was your favorite.
Yes, I like Knives Out the
As it should
most.
be.
It was great. I
Yeah.
liked it. I like that one the most. I like The Gentleman and The Hunt the same amount, I guess.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the same amount, roughly. But yeah. It was good.
Great.
It
I'm
was
glad
a
that you like them.
good afternoon of movies.
You
Good.
didn't feel like they were all
Hmm?
lower tier, did you?
No, why? I like them.
Is that so?
You picked movies that you knew I would like. Same way how I picked movies that I knew you would like.
I picked those because I like them. I
Yeah.
actually watched all of those around the same time last year.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening.
But yeah, I enjoyed the movies, Kim. And I'm very glad that you brought these ones to me. And I hope you all enjoyed us talking about them. My advice to all of you out there is don't be dry-eyed. Don't be like him.
That's right.
He's a terrible
He's
person.
dirt in the ground. Okay?
Well, he is now because he's dead.
That's right.
Can't cry.
He was dirt in the ground before, and he's dirt in the ground now. Don't be dry-eyed. That's a lesson for today. Okay?
That's all we have, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.